Hi folks, welcome back to Meaningful Money. I'm on my log again. I like this log. My kids love climbing up it. This is a woods called St. Loy, not far from my home in West Cornwall. It's a beautiful May day, so I'm going to try and do as many of these from outside as I can. I wanted to just say a few quick words about retirement, because it's an often misused phrase, or perhaps misunderstood is a better way of thinking about it. Traditionally, retirement was when you stopped work. Now, that's probably still largely true, but people's definition of retirement is changing. When people think about retiring, they usually think about perhaps when their state pension kicks in, currently age 65, and yes, stopping work, and maybe doing not very much. It's my experience, though, that those who lead a very busy life and then stop and do nothing are on a fast track to the pearly gates, because nothing worse for your health, I don't think, than being very busy and then stopping. But my experience now is that those of my clients who are retired are as busy as they've ever been, which is fantastic. So when I talk about retirement, I'm not talking about an age. I'm not going to talk about stopping work. What I'm going to talk about instead, really, what I'm thinking about when I use that word, is financial freedom. And by that I mean you no longer have to work to bring in the money you need to lead the life you want to live. The idea is, of course, you earn enough over the years and put enough aside to be able to draw off that in later life and continue leading the life you want to live. Now, what that life is up to you. Not me, you're not your financial advisor, not anybody else. It's your definition. And when we talked a couple of videos ago about beginning with the end in mind, that's what we were talking about, putting a picture together of what you would like your ideal life to be, because then we've got something to work towards. The Americans have a dreadful phrase, so I'm told. In fact, I'm pretty sure they have many dreadful phrases, but this one is particularly awful. Instead of talking about retiring, they talk about retiring. That's tiring with a Y, T-Y-R-I-N-G. In other words, they mean putting a new set of tyres on, changing the way they live. And that's probably pretty apt. Instead of having to work, you can do what you want, but you have the money aside to live that life you want to lead. So when I talk about retirement, we're talking about retiring. We're talking about changing what you want to do, changing how you live, having put aside enough so that you don't have to work to bring in the money you need. So just hold that thought as we go forward. We're going to be talking now, going forward, about laying the foundations for your financial plan. Basic stuff, making sure that the disasters which can happen don't pull the rug out from underneath your financial plan. So we've laid now the principles. I think I've called them foundations in the past, but I'm going to change that on the website. We've laid down the general principles of financial planning. That's beginning with the end in mind, spending less than you earn, and harnessing the power of compounding. Those are timeless principles which underpin everything we do. Now we've got to start building our financial house, our financial future, putting our plan together, and we're going to start with some very important foundations. So stay tuned, that's coming up next time.